How's it going, YouTube fam? Hydrax here. In today's video, we are going to discuss the game update announcement dropped on the 3rd of February 2021. This update has received a lot of negative feedback from the community, and I feel like I should address it from my point of view on how this affects the free-to-play players and the smaller and more casual players of the player base. If we look at bullet point number 5 of update contents, I will highlight it for you on the screen right now. They remove EN Tank from bonus battle victory rewards and increase the amount of rewards earned per play. The affected events are bonus battle Super EXP, Super Zenny, bonus battle red, yellow, purple, green and blue. The purple, green, blue, red and yellow are the super soul drops and the soul drops that you use to soul boost your units. These have become increasingly more used now because of how resource intensive Zenkais can be, especially with super souls. This announcement has received a lot of negative feedback from the community and has been the tipping point for many people on the state of the game for Legends. Many people have been very upset and very, I want to say, disinterested in Legends and the content that it provides, because we have not received original content outside of story mode. Sure, they may release a new co-op, but it's just co-op. There hasn't been a new story mode, there hasn't been new events. They didn't even drop a challenge rush for 2020 when we received one for 2019. The only returning event that's kind of unique is Try to Surpass Me, and that itself is just 3 stages. So the community is very outraged that they would remove such an important feature, the EN Tank, from bonus battles, because this was the only safeguard and the only guarantee free-to-play players had that they were that they weren't going to run out of energy. Now, with the increasingly more common free-to-play Zenkai such as Android 21 or the EX units that you get for free, resources such as energy and souls in general have been quite scarce, especially energy. I can for a fact say that the Android 21 event dropped my energy by about 15 to 1700, and I'm still grinding up her souls to 14 star. By removing the energy tank, if you're not aware of how it used to work before, for every 10 energy or the amount of energy you would drop into the event, but I'm using 10 as a baseline because that is the recharge that we get every 3 hours without dipping into our bank, our energy bank. For every 10 energy that you drop in, you would receive a random amount of energy back, say either 2 or 4, sometimes 6, 8 and above is not very common, but sometimes you would see that if you were extremely lucky, or if you use more than 10 energy. This basically guaranteed that you receive energy back into your tank, and it was a way for you to build up energy during times when there aren't many events, or if you needed to grind up super souls or souls, you would get that energy to save for a later period of time when you needed it. By removing this clearly states that this was a backhanded slap in the face to the player base by doing this. I am extremely angry that they have done this, because as a free-to-play player myself, I haven't spent cash in the game since the first anniversary, and while you do say that I'm technically not free to play anymore, I haven't spent money on this game in a very long time, so I feel like I've kind of reclaimed that a little bit. But me, as I'm trying to save up energy for grinding up units, this is a very backhanded move, as this is the only safeguard players have against running out of energy completely, outside of buying it from the exchange shops, which, to be honest, needs a revamp itself. Many of the exchange shops are very overly priced, especially when it comes to energy tanks and skip tickets. Now, the community has been very outraged by this decision and have taken to review bombing the Legends game on the Google Play Store. My opinion on this is that while it does sometimes work, it doesn't always, because at the end of the day, what Legends can do, or what the Dragon Ball IP can do, is just not release games on the global platform. I read a tweet by Nazarachi, and I will put it up right now if I am able to find it, where he states that 80% of revenue, this is not factual, or I'm not sure if it's factual or not, but according to him, and he does seem to know a great deal, 80% of the revenue comes from JP. In light of this update, many players have become very vocal of how they feel about this, and the general consensus is that it's a very bad thing, and not many, if not all, players are happy with this. I myself do not think Legends should have handled this in this matter, at least regarding this post here that you see in front of you, and posted up today. It reads, reasons, I'll have it up for you guys. It reads, reasons behind the adjustment. By obtaining EN tanks in bonus battles and repeating this process in a loop, it was possible to obtain guild points, or more guild points, than in other types of content, affecting the guild ranking system. Due to this, the difference in guild points in the guild rankings was greater than anticipated, which we deemed to be unfair. As a result, rewards from bonus battles will no longer contain EN tanks. Course of action. As we have received comments from players saying that their amount of energy has seen a decrease, we will make it so that you will be able to obtain EN tanks from other pre-existing stages. You will be able to obtain EN tanks from each Let's Fight battle after the next update. We will also be making Let's Fight Battle 3 a permanent event. EN tanks available from Let's Fight. Battle 1 will drop plus 5 energy tanks, or 5 energy. Battle 2 will drop 5 energy, and Battle 3 will drop 10 energy. We sincerely apologize for the confusion or inconvenience caused. All comments will be taken into consideration as we work hard to make the game even better. We hope you continue to enjoy Dragon Ball Legends. This second tweet, or the second change that they released in the news, I should say, this should not have been something that the team had to do, and should have been released with the original announcement or update announcement on the 3rd of February. My thought is that the Legends team decided to drop this change and see how the community reacted first, and had this plan as a backup in case the general consensus was overly negative. Legends should not have had to change the news, and there should not have been any confusions or inconvenience caused. This adjustment or this explanation should have been in the game update announcement. By doing this, this would have alleviated a lot of the stress and a lot of the negative feedback from the community. Does this fix the problem of how bonus battles work now? No, it does not. This is just basically putting a band-aid on, because this Let's Fight is a limited time event that you can only do once a day, and by only getting 20 energy a day, you actually limit yourself on how much energy you can store in your tank, because the 10 energy that you get in your normal day recharges every 3 hours. Let's say you play Legends every 3 hours and you just go in and you skip tickets. Let's say you go on 3 times a day. That's about 30 energy. Let's say you go on 4 times a day. That's 40 energy that you use. That 40 energy that you use in bonus battles could translate to upwards of maybe 20 or maybe 20 plus energy back, depending on how lucky or unlucky you are. But by doing this, you only receive 20 energy. Yes, you use less energy, but you do not get the rewards of the bonus battle and the souls that you were grinding in the first place. So this is not a fix, but more of a band-aid solution. This change will negatively impact Legends, and will continue to do so until they make energy more available to players. So it has come to pass that we will be receiving a lot more free-to-play Zenkais, as indicated by the free-to-play cell that will be dropping soon, possibly next week at reset. I just wanted to say, and this is wrapping up my video because I believe it's too long already, I am very unhappy with the change that they did. I do not believe review bombing them will change anything. Does this affect the game as a whole? Yes, it does. This is a very backhanded move that should not have taken place, and the second news announcement where they apologize for the confusion and inconvenience should not have been a thing that they had to post, or it should not have been posted. Secondly, this should have been posted with the game update announcement and would have probably alleviated maybe 50 or 60% of the confusion about what's going to happen, because you cannot just drop an update and say we're removing energy from the only place where you can actively farm energy. Free-to-play players and players that do not spend as often do not have the luxury of buying packs and getting energy from packs. They have to grind it out through events, and depending on how often you play the game, that directly affects how much you can actually grind out. So overall, I'm very disappointed in Legends in the way that they conducted themselves and in how they treated the situation. There was no need for a second news update to explain why they did it. That should have been part of the first update announcement and would have solved a lot of their problems. Thank you guys for listening to my little rant. If you have any questions or have any opinions on the matter, please let me know in the comment section below. I am quite displeased with this update, and I will be looking forward to the change that they make to alleviate the situation, because hopefully Legends will learn from this mistake and hopefully they will be better in future. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Hydrax. I'll catch you all later.